So I was born in California, in the Oakland Bay area, and I moved up to Helena when I was 6 because my dad got a job at Carroll College. So I did K through 12 and then my undergrad at Carroll. I fell in love with medicine from a book called The Hot Zone by Richard Preston, which is about Ebola, and I just found it fascinating. And then my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I just started to do more research, and I just thought it was a really fascinating field, and the compassion that the doctors showed my mom just really inspired me. So I started down this road. And so I was working, and I told all my patients that, I maybe have to step out for a phone call. And my phone went off as I was getting ready to treat a patient, and it was a Kalispell number, and I knew the person calling me would be from Kalispell. And the person asked, "Is this Michael?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Congratulations, you're going to medical school." And I just sobbed. And so I put it on speakerphone for my manager and said, "Would you repeat this just so I'm not going crazy?" So that's when I got my phone call for medical school, and it was an amazing opportunity. Crazy. Like, it's sometimes hard to believe that, I'm actually a first-year medical student, that I used to introduce myself as a pre-med student. And so it's completely different saying, "Hey, I'm Michael, I'm a med school student, a student doctor." I love psychiatry. I'd actually like to do pediatric psychiatry, and I really want to practice in Montana. That there's such a critical need for psychiatrists. Like, it can be up to a year wait to see a pediatric psychiatrist. And I just think it's such a fascinating field of medicine. So I think part of the beauty of WWAMI, we call it Montana's Medical School, is that we get to know the community of Montana. We also get to know the needs and kind of integrate ourselves. And so I think that learning this community-based approach and working one-on-one with doctors is something that, we'll carry with us, and hopefully someday we'll have the opportunity. It's probably one of the most exciting moments is when the white coat symbolizes our transition into medicine, that as student doctors, where you can always tell a medical student because they always have the really short lab coats, and so it's symbolic that, we're entering this profession. It's going to be such an amazing experience to have that coat put on with your name on it and the symbol of University of Washington, and I've been waiting years for this moment, so I don't know how much I'm going to actually sleep tonight. So our first 18 months we'll actually spend here in Bozeman, so we'll do a lot of our clinical sciences, we'll do our anatomy and physiology, we have different classes such as primary care practicum, where we'll work with a primary care physician. Then our third year is when we start spreading out across Montana and the WWAMI region, where we begin our core clinical rotations of psychiatry, pediatrics, and then our fourth year is called our explore period, where we get to explore different specialties. And then during our fourth year, we actually start interviewing for residencies, and then we'll jump straight into residency. University of Utah, they have an amazing triple board program in general pediatrics, general psychiatry, and pediatric psychiatry that I would love to do.
That's right.
Pre-med students will continue to look at this WWAMI program, that this is not just the University of Washington, this is Montana's medical school, that we're here to serve the Montana community where we need more physicians. So I'm hopeful that we'll continue to see more amazing high quality physicians in the years to come.
Yeah, I grew up in Clancy, which is just outside of Helena, and I've lived there my whole life except for I left and I went to Massachusetts for undergrad, and this program is one of the main reasons I came back to Montana to live and work. Yeah, so with the WWAMI program, it's really amazing because through its affiliation with UW, we can do our medical education in the state of Montana. I get to pay in-state tuition, which is fantastic because that was a huge barrier for me to overcome with applying to medical school and figuring out my future. And it provides great rural training. It's the #1 ranked program for primary care education in the nation, and so it's really going to prepare me to be a physician in rural Montana. Yeah, I would love to come back and practice in Montana, and I'm really happy that this affords me the best training possible to do so. Yeah, I've wanted to be a doctor ever since I was a little girl, probably since I was 5, and as I got older I wanted to keep doing experiences that would either confirm this or set me on a different path, and everything I did from shadowing, I spent some time shadowing out in Vermont, but also I shadowed for a while up in Browning, Montana on the Blackfeet Reservation. I worked as a wilderness EMT at my campus for a little bit, and I also spent the past couple of years working in the operating room at St. Peter's in Helena. I really want my practice to emphasize relationships with patients. So anything that I can do to have some sort of longitudinal time with them, be it seeing them through a course of treatment or throughout their whole lives, that's what I'm most attracted to. It's incredibly exciting. I'm the first person in my family ever to go into medicine, and so it's a pretty big deal for us. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. My family's coming to town and some friends, and we're just very excited to celebrate and be happy together.
How about that?
Yeah, I got the call as I was walking out of work at St. Peter's in Helena, and my mom actually also works at the hospital in the finance department, and so as soon as I answered, I immediately ran to her office. we did a little jumping up and down. Super excited moment. It was wonderful. Yeah, I really want to be an advocate for my community. I want to provide them with a level of care that they might not have received before, and bring that to a community that might not have had that. I'm just so excited and proud to be a part of the WWAMI program, and I'm so glad that Montana has a medical school that was able to bring me back here.
Yeah, I'm born and raised from Missoula, Montana. I grew up in Missoula and then went to school there and everything, and then I crossed the Continental Divide, went to Bozeman, did undergrad in Bozeman. I'm actually a non-traditional student, so I got my degree in environmental engineering. Did the classic pivot, went back to Missoula, got my clinical experience, got exposed to medicine, fell in love with medicine, and then applied to the WWAMI program, and here I am. Yeah, first year in the WWAMI program, we're on week 3. Yeah, it was, I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, it was the slowest time of my life. Yeah, time was going by unbelievably slow. It was actually the first snowfall in Missoula, and Dr. Big Back, a Native American physician outside of Billings, called me, and she was just so euphoric. She shared the joy with me. I think she was yelling just as much as I was, and yeah, she just let me know that I got in, and like 25 years of effort kind of all came together at once, and it was emotional, it was fun, and it's just the beginning of a journey, but to hit that milestone meant a lot to me. Yeah, medicine. I took more of like a circuitous route to medicine. I hopped around. I think my story has been more of a story of figuring out what not to do. It was more of like a process of elimination. I tried engineering. I was a server. I did wildland firefighting, and I kept trying things and nothing would stick. I'd go in, I'd love it, but I was never fulfilled enough. And I love people. I'm an only child. I feel like one of my highest purposes is just like serving my surrounding community and like preserving the humanistic component in medicine. And yeah, I just want to serve people and get the most comprehensive education I can. And I think those two things just led me to medicine. Yeah, WWAMI is a one-of-a-kind program. I have just been with my class for 3 weeks, and there's nothing like this in the country. It's a small cohort of 30 kids, and everybody, 95% of our class is from Montana, and the 5% of the class that isn't from Montana, they've spent probably 3-4 years in Montana at least. And everybody's from across the state. I'm from Western Montana, some of my classes in Eastern Montana, and it's a program catered to bring physicians back to Montana, and Montana is all that I've ever known, and it's where I want to return to practice. So it was just the perfect program for me, and I've kind of had my eyes on it for years, and I was just so glad that it all came together. Yeah, I want to come back to Montana. As I said, this is everything that I know. I mean, I grew up in Missoula, went to undergrad in Bozeman. I've hopped back and forth. This is the community that I know, the lifestyle that I know, and it's what makes the most sense. I think for a while I felt like I needed to flee and run away from Montana and gain life experience. But ultimately, this is home for me. This is where I feel like I belong, and why not help serve the community that I understand the most? So yeah, coming back to Montana, standing for Montana values, which is just like a really friendly, amicable community that loves to get outside. It's unlike anything else, and I just feel very vested in this community. Yeah, I have been told to keep an open mind throughout medical school, but my heart resonates with frontline primary care. I want to be a family physician delivering care throughout someone's lifetime, and especially full spectrum primary care, which is essentially from birth to grave, where you're seeing families and taking care of a lifetime's worth of care. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm passionate about preventative medicine, sleep medicine, geriatric care, and everything. But as I said, I'm keeping my mind open. Medicine is a vast field, so just taking it one day at a time, but primary care is kind of where I stand right now. It's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's another step in the process. I think Yeah, everything's just kind of coming together. I hope that I just stay present, and I'm excited for the experience. I'm excited to share that with my peers since we've gotten to know each other over the past 3 weeks. I think it's less about me and more about experiencing this with the team that I'm going to take with me for the next 4 years. I'm excited to connect with all their families and see the wonderful people that created or that helped influence my classmates' lives. So just being there with them is going to be amazing, and I'm just going to try and take it all in. Absolutely, yeah. Mom's traveling over from Missoula. Yeah, I've got one family member, small, tiny family member. She's from the Philippines, but it's all that I need, and like it's all about quality. And she's the beacon of light in my life, and she's coming over to Missoula or to here to Bozeman tomorrow. I'm excited. I think we're just all really excited for this experience, and it's been a long time coming, and it's just so exciting to celebrate a new beginning. Yeah, I just want to emphasize that I couldn't imagine doing anything else, and it's just so important. I want to give some advice, and it's like, don't think too hard about what you want to do when you grow up. Just make sure that you take life one step at a time and just try something. I have students in my class that knew that they wanted to do it from day one. I also have students in my class that have a Bachelor's of Arts in dance. So many different personalities get attracted to medicine, and it's just really important to know if you're one of those people that are unsure of what they want to do, just to be patient with yourself, give yourself grace. There's so many different types of personalities, and if medicine's of interest, talk to any one of us. We all love Montana WWAMI, and yeah, happy to represent Montana WWAMI.
I was born in California, and we moved out to Great Falls when I was 7, and I've been living there ever since. I graduated from high school in 2017, and then I went back to California for undergrad and graduated just this May in 2021, and now here I am in Montana WWAMI. So that's some of my educational background. There's so many reasons why medicine, right? I feel like not only is there such a big shift in medicine right now where they're incorporating so much more public health and holistic wellness and community-oriented care in medicine that really wasn't a component in all these years previous, right? And there's this huge shift happening, and I think so exciting to get to be part of that shift, especially in a wonderful place like Montana WWAMI, and like they do a really wonderful job of like incorporating that since day one, as they have been throughout our entire orientation experience. And then going off of that, I think also like physicians have a lot of autonomy and power when it comes to healthcare and advocacy and being allies and like, you know, helping each other out and really like taking a stand with your patients and making sure that they're accessing not only the care that they deserve, but the quality of life that they deserve. It was amazing. I had just interviewed the day before at Montana WWAMI, Thursday night. The next day I was taking a nap, and I was having those like post-interview blues of like, I don't know what happened. My mom's in the kitchen, she's cooking something, and yeah, I got this phone call, and I got this voicemail that was like, oh, it's you know, it's this doctor, I interviewed you, and call me back. And I was like, in my head I'm thinking, oh, they call for rejections now. Like I was like, dang, like I was so nervous. So like I get out of bed and I walk over to my mom and I'm like, it happened, I got rejected. So, but she's like, okay, call back though. So then I called back, and the physician picked up right away, and they were like, you know, we just wanted to say that you did a great job, and we wanted to welcome you into the Montana WWAMI family and congratulate you. And my mom screamed and I screamed, and we both freaked out, and my dad was at work, so I called him and he came home really fast, and there was this like lots of hugging and crying and happiness and just a lot of, oh my gosh, like this is happening. So wonderful. I have gotten to meet so many cool people, so many new people, and I feel like our class is so diverse in their backgrounds and lived experiences, and it is so cool hearing all their like perspectives and takes on these new things in life. But even like more so, it's just nice to be in this like community where all of us have this very similar passion and interest. So yeah, that's hard. I'm like very up in the air. I think I have a handful of things that I know are important to me. Like I know I like preventative care. I know I like human interaction. I also want to make sure that my day in, day out isn't boring and I'm getting to do different things. That's kind of as far as I've gotten though with that. And other than that, all I really know is that I want to incorporate public health into my practice, and kind of going in with an open mind and letting my 3rd and 4th years help me figure out what I want to do. So the first, I think, 18 months, we do like foundations of curriculum here in this wonderful space that they have for us at Bozeman Health. And then after that, we do our rotations all across the state of Montana and all the like sites they're on this map, so you can like see those. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So, and it's cool. I think you get to go all over Montana. You get to go in places like Billings where it's more urban and more like diverse in terms of the types of cases that you're seeing in patients, or like, you know, Bozeman, Missoula. And then you also get to go to very rural places like Hardin, or even get to do rotations on like reservations, which is such a rare and unique experience. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning so much from the community in this state. I am so excited. I feel like it hasn't fully hit. Like, I know what I'm wearing. I know my parents are coming down tonight to like eat dinner and we're all gonna go together, but I feel like it's not gonna be until that like white coat's on my shoulders that I'm like, this is real. Like, this is actually happening. So yeah, it kind of all feels very surreal. Like, I keep having to pinch myself. Yeah, they're all super excited. I think, so like my family's Indian, and in India, like the way that medicine and the white coat and all works, it's very different, all the ceremonies and such. So when I first told them, they were like, what is that? We've never heard of such a thing, right? And they found out like what it was, and they got so excited, and they were like, oh my God, we get to celebrate the beginning of this journey, and they got so amped. So they're hyped. My mom's been calling me, and she's like, what do I get you? Like, do I bring flowers? She's like been trying to figure out how to navigate all that, and they're so excited. So yeah, all of it. I'm looking forward to all of it. I am so excited to finally be a physician, and all the ups and downs that come with that, and all the learning and growth that's gonna happen throughout the rest of my life, and that I get to, you know, have the honor and privilege and opportunity to do something so amazing thanks to Montana WWAMI. So yeah, that's kind of, I'm excited and looking forward to learning and growing over the next few years.
I was born and raised in Butte, Montana, went to high school there, started college at Montana Tech, then I transferred to MSU Bozeman, and from there I graduated cell biology, neuroscience, exercise science, and then I pursued some graduate and post-bac work, and that was at MSU and Montana Tech, and then I worked at St. James Healthcare while I was applying to med school. Always been, you know, really interested in being involved in my community, and I find a lot of joy in that. Applying to medical school is a pretty tough process. For me, it was kind of a long process. You know, I graduated high school in 2011, you know, graduated college December 2016, you know, knew that I needed to get a little more on my resume, improve my academics, so I pursued some master's post-bac work, and then I went on to work at the hospital. So I was lucky enough to get a job at St. James, and I was there for about 4 years before being accepted to med school. Oh my God, it was one of the most amazing experiences. The interview itself was magical, and it was about 5 days later, I'm in the middle of a shift in the cardiology department, and I get this phone call that I was accepted, and you never know how you're gonna react, and to be honest, I started crying, like absolute tears of joy. It was just an amazing feeling. These 3 weeks have been good, way different than I anticipated. I have learned so much. I mean, our AIM experience, which is the American Indian Medical Experience, was just kind of amazing to learn more about rural medicine and serving in underserved communities, and just kind of more about our state in general. And it's been so nice to get to know my professors and classmates. It's just been a really good experience. I think it's been a great intro to medical school. The hours have been a little longer than I anticipated for like immersion orientation, but I think it's, I guess, probably better this way so that we have a great introduction to what it's going to be like when we're in our first block. The primary thing I'm interested in is rural and underserved medicine. I was lucky enough to become one of the trust scholars, and my trust site is actually in my hometown of Butte. So I'm really passionate about going back to my hometown of Butte to practice medicine, and if it comes to it and there's not a position available, I definitely see myself practicing in a smaller community. So I'm very passionate about that. I have interests in surgery and all types of medicine, but primarily I really want to be in a small Montana community. Like Montana, it's home, but I feel that I want to be an integral part of the community. I want to coach kids, I want to do community outreach, just kind of educating the community on exercise and nutrition, and I don't know, for me it's just important to be, you know, a member of the community, you know, volunteering, getting to know everybody, you know, building that trust with everyone who lives there.
And tell me about tomorrow, getting your white coat. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm very excited, and you know, it's going to be so nice to like have my family there and, you know, see a dream come true. You know, I mean, they've been hearing about this since I was really little. For me, it's been a really long time. My dad tells me that he's pretty sure I've wanted to go into medicine since I was like 2. I'm not even sure how I could know for that long, but as long as I can remember, like, I've always wanted to be a physician.
Wow.
Really good. It feels so good to be here in Montana WWAMI.
Well, and now your family's going to come and see you off. How excited are you to see them?
Oh, I'm very excited to see my family and the fact that they get to come to the white coat ceremony. You know, just that I'm super excited that I get to pursue medicine, and it's even better that I get to stay here in Montana doing all of my clinicals here, and that I get to stay involved in Montana communities while I'm in medical school.
Fantastic.